We both know the smell of a convenience store at 4 a.m. like the backs of a lot of hands. She sells me trucker crap. Many things, it's like vibrant, but she doesn't make me feel awkward about it. She can tell. It's been a long drive and it's only gonna get longer. She offers me a free cup of coffee, but I never touch the stuff besides. I'm gonna need more speed than that. We notice each other's smiles immediately. It's our favorite thing for people to notice our smiles. It's all either one of us has to offer. You can see it in the way our cheeks spread out like arms, wanting nothing more than to say, "You are welcome here."
She shows brittle nicotine teeth with spaces between each one. Her fingers are bony, there are no rings on them. She loves to get her nails done someday. One time she had her hair fixed. They took out the grease, made it real big on top and feathered it. She likes it like that. She will never be fully informed on some things, just like I will never know who really buys moon pies. Or those rolling, wrinkled, dried up sausages. But then again, she's been here a lot longer than me. She's seen everything from men who grow dreadlocks out of their top lips to children
who look like cigarettes. I give her my money and I wait for my change, but I feel like there's something more happening here, you know? I feel like a warm-up bucket with dingy tiles that are never come clean. I feel like these freezers cannot be restocked often enough. I feel like trash cans of candy wrappers with soda pop dripping up the wrong side of the plastic. I feel like everything just got computerized. I feel like she was raised to say a lot of stupid things about her color, and I feel like if I were to identify myself as gay, this conversation would stop. It's what I do. I feel. I get scared sometimes, and I drive. But in 1 minute and 48 seconds, I'm gonna walk out of here with a full tank of gas, a bottle of mini-pins, and a pint of milk. While there is a woman still trapped behind a Formica counter somewhere in North Dakota who says she wants nothing more than to hear my whole story. All 92,775 miles of it.
And I can feel it though. She's heard more opinions and trucker small talk than Santa Claus has made kids happy. And I only have the nerve to tell her the nice parts. That she's the kindest thing that happened since Burlington, Vermont. And I want to leave it at that. Because men who are not smart have taken it farther. Have cradled her like a nutcracker and made her feel as warm as a high school education on the dusty back road. Or beer or cuisine. I can tell she's been waiting here a long time for the one who comes two-stepping through that door on 18 blues. Who won't make it feel like it's her job to sweep up the nutshells alone after she's done been cracked again. A man who won't tempt her to kiss the wedding ring off his lips and will show her simply love. She doesn't need me or any man for that matter. She doesn't know that I do. And I'm just hoping like crazy she doesn't think that I'm the one, because the only time I'll ever see North Dakota again is in a Van Morrison song late at night, I promise.
I feel like she's 37 years old, wearing 51 badly. Dying inside like certain kinds of dances around fires to speak through you. A forest. If you weren't so taken with sparks. But she has never been given those words. She has never been told that she can definitely change the world. She knows. Some people do. But not in convenience stores and not with lottery tickets, so I finally asked her what I've been feeling the entire time I've been standing there, still getting scared like I do sometimes, really ready to drive. I asked her, "Is this it for you? Is this all you'll ever do?" Her smile collapsed. That tightly strapped and pasty skin, it went loose. Her heart felt crooked, and without knowing my real name, she said,
"I can tell, buddy, by the many things in the way you drive. We're both taken with novelty. We both believed in main gods. We both spend our money on things that break too easily, like people. I can tell that you think you've had it rough, so especially you should know. It's what I do. I dream. I get high sometimes. And I'm gonna roll out of here one day. I just might not get to drive."
"Thank you."
To a stranger in my window, and I was told that poetry doesn't start until you start speaking the truth. So, unscramble the back of your license plate as I attempted to chase after you. The little girl, not knowing how to greet this stranger through the window with identical redness, as if he had a spare set in his back pocket and had said, "Here, take him. I don't need him anymore." My reply was, "Thank you, sir." And you offered me 32 pearls, partially stained, but I'll take what I can get from you. 32 pearls playing ping pong in the glass perimeter of my chest, breaking every square inch of its concavity, and every splinter I saw swastikas. Fingers laced like steel toes with the only tear gas my mother knew. Pounding into her face, cracking open love lines like some sidewalks do. The machinery of you found love in the canvas of her bruises. How easily she changed from mahogany to barely breathing. Brushstrokes stretching far and wide about her like the Star of David hoisted high during crystal night. Should she hide your artwork? Like the slurs hidden beneath tabletops and dry conversations, like the bastard children of a sperm donor, her wounds open like Bible pages, breathing. Her ammunition, the threats to depart like slaves to the north, leaving behind scars that outline 400 years of enslavement. Her mind became the battlefield in which you were comfortable with. Feeding her visual phenomena, optical illusions, telling her that the equilateral cross with bent arms was a form of Calvary, but she didn't see God in you. And now, the memories play back like staccato melodies, because the orchestra in your aorta could not coincide with the key of love. Now she roams the earth, a refugee with a purple heart, showing the world that she fought this war fiercely and won. That the fingers like bullets never grazed her spirit. And now she has the strength to rewind to the moment where she first laid eyes on you. Record the footage of her cortex and send it back to you. Now she has that strength. She has that strength to do that because she is a warrior. Now, I gaze up from the gleam of his smile into the global sockets, and I see a reflection of her. A woman with more experience than a baby still counting on her fingers. Her silhouette casts shadows over my frail figure. She echoes in the candy ball gumballs of his face, singing her testimony to the rhythm of his blood, leaving me with traces of their manifesto.
Wow. My father is from Cuba, and my grandparents are from Cuba, and so my whole heritage is Cuban. But I was born here, but I think that you should do all you can to stay in touch with your heritage. So I read this story of this 6-year-old girl living in Cuba, and it inspired me to write this piece. It's called Black Sand Beaches. She is 6 years old. Her blood is beautiful, like the dark curly hair she used to have. The dark curly hair that formed millions of halos bouncing off her shoulders like morning light skipping across untouched terrain. Her blood is ominous. Beautiful and ominous like the black sand beaches that cover Cuba's coastline. Her weak bones are woven into these constricting white sheets she almost broke free once, not too long ago. You You see, after the suspicion, she submitted to admission. And she fought like a warrior, and she finally reached remission, but just like the revolution, that joy was short-lived. And now doctors say there is nothing more they can do, but we know that it is chemo that is killing her. And it is the toxins that once saved her that are now taking away the ticks and talks of her fairy tale ending. It's amazing, though. As hope slips the fingertips of mom and dad, she retains it in her eyes. Her eyes. Like Latino lanterns lit up by the life she will never be given the opportunity to live. Yet the cure resides 90 miles away. She is separated from her life by 90 miles of oppression. 90 miles of stubbornness, 90 miles of misplaced pride, 90 miles of Kennedy, 90 miles of Castro, 90 miles of missiles, 90 miles of embargo, and pharmaceutical fat cats fiddling with their silk balls of yarn, 90 miles of Cuba, 90 miles of USA, and yes, I know sometimes Uncle Sam wants to do the right thing, but it doesn't take a politician to realize that united is not the state of America, so big wig wins again. And so her heart continues to betray her like friendly fire in guerrilla warfare. Her heart that once beat, building beeping landscapes of mountains with perfectly pointed peaks now slowly erodes into soft plateaus and rolling foothills, eventually fading to a flat tone somber enough to sink the stone lodged within the constricting, rotting ribs of Castro. She dies. And a certain calm comes over the corridors of the Juan Manuel Marquez Children's Hospital. She dies, and some people cry, but her parents wept as they watched the ashes of their only daughter be swept underneath the streets of Havana. She was 6 years old, and now she has become just another pile of black sand met by tides of tyrants, washed away with the ones who went before her. Thank you.
Brilliant, Derrick Brown. It's called A Finger, Two Dots Thing.
Lying together in the park on 7th, our backs smush grass, and I say, I will love you till I become a child again. When feeding me and bathing me is no longer romantic, but rather necessary. I will love you till there is no till.
Till I die. And when that electroencephalogram shuts down, baby, that's when the real loving kicks in. Forgive me for sounding selfish, but I won't be able to wait another year for you. I will not be able to wait for you. But I will meet up with you.
And here's where you'll find me. Get a pen. Hold your finger up. 2 if your hands are frail by now, and count 2 stars directly to the left of the North American moon. You will find me there. You will find me darting behind amazing quasars and blank, flirtatious wings of bright blasting boom stars.
Sometimes charging so far into space the darkness goes blue. I will be there, riding sound waves like $2 pony ride horses that have finally broken free and wide. I'll be facing backwards, lying sideways, no hands, side saddle, sometimes standing, sometimes screaming.
Zip, zang, zowie, my God, it's good to be back in space.
Where is everybody?
You will recognize my voice. You will see the flash of a fire trail burning off the back of me, burning like gasoline, comet, kerosene, sapphire. This is my voice. Do not look for my body or my ghost, because now I resemble more of a pilot-like than man. And I know some will see this bright white cobalt star from Earth and cast me a wish like a wonder bomb, and I'll think, people still do that.
I'm I'm sure I'll take the light wonder bombs to the point in the universe where sound does end. The back porch of God's summer home. It's so quiet here, you feel it. It feels the way cotton candy tastes. I say to him, why do I call you God? He says,
Because Grand Poobah would sound ridiculous.
Who knew he was so witty? I asked him, but God, so many poets have tried to tackle it. Ginsberg, Corso, and they all miss what is holy.
At this moment, the planets began to spin and awaken. Large movie screens appear on Saturn, Mars, Venus. Each flashing images that I have witnessed, and over each and every clip flashes the word holy. Armadillos, holy.
Magic tricks, holy.
Cows' tongues, holy.
Snowballs upside the head, holy.
Clumsy first kisses, holy.
Sneaking into the movies, holy.
Your mother teaching you to slow dance, holy.
The fear returning.
The fear overcome, holy. Eating ramen upside down frisbees because it was either buy more plates or more beer, holy. Drunken cruiser nights, holy.
The $5 you made in Vegas and the $450 you lost, holy.
The last time you were nervous holding hands, holy. Feeling God in a pool hall but not in church, holy.
Sleeping during your uncle's memorized dinner prayer, holy.
Losing your watch in the waves and all that signifies, holy.
The day you got to really speak to your father because the television broke, holy.
The time your grandmother told you something meaningful because she was dying, holy.
The medicine.
The hope.
The loss.
The fear. The trust.
The work. The crush.
The loss. The love. The test.
The end. The finale. The design and the stars is the same in our hearts.
The design in the stars is the same in our hearts.
The
Rebuild machinery
of
of our hearts.
So love. You should know what to look for and exactly where to go.
Take your time and do not worry about getting lost because you will find me. Up here, a finger and 2 dots away.
You're wondering if I'll still be able to hold you. I honestly don't know. But I do know that I could still fall for a swish of light that comes barreling and cascading towards me.
And it will resemble your sweet and definite hands, and the universe will bend and the planets will bow, and I will say, oh, there you are. Now we can go.
And the 2 pilot lights go zoom into the black construction paper night. As somewhere else, 2 other lovers